Good evening and welcome to Elk Grove High School for today's matchup here on senior night for women's volleyball. We have the season's rapidly coming to an end and both schools here are wanting to play in that postseason. I'm Chris Randall, joined by Mark Malarczyk. Mark, first, welcome to volleyball. And we have one team on one side, 500 in Elk Grove, and on the other side, a powerhouse in Palatine. What are we kind of looking for here this evening?
Yeah, a lot of excitement, right? Senior night, it's always that night where you get up, you play a little bit extra, right? They know they got a challenge against this juggernaut Palatine team who's coming off a huge win streak. But, hey, I think it's going to be exciting, right? The JV team got it done, so let's see if the varsity can get it done.
Yeah,
right?
If anything like the JV game, we will be going 3 sets and having a blast because that was a lot of fun in the JV game. As we are getting the starting lineups from the Grenadiers right now. It is their senior day. We will re-announce these once we get them.
Bringing the excitement here. A lot of noise, the noisy Elk Grove High School Fieldhouse Gym. Good crowd here today. Looking for some good volleyball action here, Chris.
Absolutely.
Just be the starters, right?
Yeah. So, from what I heard from the PA announcer, starters on the other side, the libero number 3, Sydney Branch. And we have Brooklyn Chazak, Bailey Berry, Delilah Kessler, Sammy Kendrick, Elena Reta, and Zoe Johnson for Palatine. And on Elk Grove, we have Reese Wadas, the freshman Nadia Baranowski. Then we go to Angelica Dilek, Aubrey McCorney, Olivia Eugene, Victoria Bijad, and the libero Mary Tan for the Elk Grove Grenadiers. So the Grenadiers come here in today, 14-14 overall, 6-6 right here on their home court. On the other side, the Pirates of Palatine, 22-4, 9-0 in conference, 8-0 on the road, currently riding an 8-game win streak, and they are ranked 56th in the state of Illinois. So the Grens have a chance here to take down a powerhouse, take down a team that has very high hopes once the postseason comes to play. And it is senior night, and that's exactly where miracles are made, right here on senior day.
Right? Oh, no worries. Yeah, so we've got a good crowd. We're getting ready to get going here. The official is making his last stand, checking everyone's numbers, making sure that
rotations are correct.
They're good.
Yeah, Elk Grove in their home black uniforms. On the other side, Palatine, gray tops, red bottoms. Elk Grove all black. 2 referees here this evening. Head coach for Elk Grove, Pat Henley, and on the other side, Dan Gavin for the Pirates. And like you said, packed crowd here on senior day, final home game. These two teams did play on September 25th, where Palatine won 2-0, and they will also be playing on here later on this season. Within both of them only having about 4 matches left before real postseason play. The stand judge just fixing his stand, making sure that's safe for him to get on top. That's what we're waiting for. It looks like the serve here is going to be with the Grenadiers.
Yeah, the official looks a little bit like Mark Hamill. We got Luke Skywalker as the net judge.
Angelica Dilak goes to his side and sees what's the problem, as the referees in the JV game used it just fine. No one touched it since then.
Yeah, something is loose. He's fixing something. Looks like it's the connection for the replay group, right? So it would be described as technical difficulties right now.
Yeah. Olivia Eugene came over there to help out. Yep. Now they run over towards the other F and the scores table. We kind of talked about the scores table earlier. That is a brand new and great scores table that they're rolling with.
That's like, as good as a lot of, colleges with their
it's
scores
better than
table.
ours, I can tell you that.
It's nice.
Dilac to service here for the Grenadiers, 0-0. As Dilac will send us underway here at Elk Grove High School. Once again, I'm Chris Randall. He's Mark Millarczyk. And we
nice
start off with a service ace by the junior Angelica Dilac.
Yeah, that came in low, right over the net. I think caught Palatine by surprise there.
Yeah, the service went to Sammy Kendrick, senior defensive specialist. Goes right back to her. It was handled. Hustle over to Rada. Back row attack from Johnson. It's handled by the Grenadiers. Tan gets it over to the senior Wadas. Blocked at the net, kept up, and we continue forward. Eugene dumps it. Front row attack kept up by the Pirates. Goes to the back row. We settle down for a second. First attack for Barnowski, and it's in play for the freshman Nadia Barnowski.
What a great start.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great volley. Elk Grove really did a great job getting the ball moved around, found that opening. Love it.
Barnowski, only a freshman, but she was very interesting in the front of our warm-ups. Here's Johnson with another attack. It's handled by the Grenadiers, and Barnowski's second attack gets topped up at the front. Palatine continues, tipped, and falls to the ground. It's going to be a kill for Brooklyn Chazak of Palatine, and they get on the scoreboard 2-1.
For those of you new to volleyball, every time that the ball goes on either side, it doesn't have to be a point for the serve. So if you kill it, you get the point.
Yep.
If they serve it and get the point, so either way, so it's high scoring.
Yep. And it's not like the rally serve like you see in tennis and pickleball and all
right.
that. It's once you get it, as this one flies out of bounds on the attack from Dilac out of the back row. She also fell on her feet after the attack. But we're tied at 2 after that one. Serving for Palatine is Rada. This one is handled by Wadas. It's off the floor or ceiling boards. It's going to be a free ball for the Pirates, but it's actually going to be a kill for Barnowski. She just bumped that one over the net, and it's her second kill of the evening, the freshman.
I'd love to get the ruling on if the ball hits. It must not have hit. We can't see it from here.
You just play it on.
Yeah.
So
okay.
at Dominican, we have our batting cages
in
the ceiling. The only time it's a replay is if it somehow lands on top, because obviously the netting, as the attack is out of play from Kaya Chizak. So Elk Grove point, Tan back to serve. But so if the ball goes on top of the netting, it's replay, no matter how long the play went. But if it hits off the netting, we just continue play as it never touched it. Yeah. Tan's good service. It's going to be attack from Johnson out of the back row and over the back line. Grenadiers lead 5-2 here early in set number 1.
Yeah, Palatine looks a little out of the rhythm right now,
Yeah.
so it might take them a little while to get into it, and Elk Grove needs to take advantage of it.
Tan service is very good. As this one hits off the top tape, nice little broadcaster jinx there, not intentional.
Yeah, no, not intentional at all. If I only had that control.
Brooklyn Chazak to serve now for the Pirates. Checked in was Kate Gurian for Palatine. Wadas able to handle the serve. Eugene sets it and sent to the floorboard.
Nice.
There was Aubrey McCorney for the Grenadiers.
Great hit right there.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it too. Like attacking from the middle is a very huge timing play, and that was perfectly on time there from Eugene to McCorney. And now we see the freshman Barnowski serving, and just over the back line, it is out for a service ace. Or service error, my apologies, and it hits a couple of balloons that fly out on the court. And now serving will be Olivia Jones, the senior defensive specialist for the Pirates. Our score is 6-4. Only a kill, though, for Palatine. All the other ones have come off of errors, as Eugene tried to flick it over after the missed tap by Tan, and then you had Zoe Johnson with the solo block
nice
there. That makes it 6-5. No jump serve there, but 2 miserrant passes, and it's now going to be a free ball for the Pirates. Set up, and it's going to be attacked from the middle by Kessler, and it is a point for Delilah Kessler, the senior middle for Palatine.
That was a good job with the Elk Grove defenders to get up there. They just couldn't keep it in play.
Jones rolling with the serve. Better pass here by Dilac. Now they go to wide S to attack, and it's a block by Kessler, and Gurian. Kessler got her hand on it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
When we stat in college, if you jump, you get the block for it. So we always want to name that person also.
Yeah, if you get her, you put one near her hands, she's going to get it.
Yeah. Dilac able to pass. Now it's going to be attack from the middle. Continue on that side. It'll fall to the floor. Johnson and Kessler all over that one. And now the height of Palatine really starting to show face.
And I think
early in set one.
Yeah, and really Elk Grove is going to really need to rely on their outside hitters to get it past those middle blockers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be a tough night.
Especially with Barnowski, who is able to handle that height. Not on the court right now. Wada sends it over. Handled by Reita. And it's going to be Johnson on the outside attack. It's a rocket. Dilac kept it up. Tan hustled after it.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at in the pregame, right? They got the hops, and if they get a nice pass and they're up in the air, they're going to smash it.
Yeah. And that was great play there by Johnson. She floated in the air to make sure she was on time with that one.
That's pretty.
As here is a 7-0 run by Jones and the Pirates. Back row attack by Dilac. Just sends it over. Now they attack the middle with Kessler, and she'll hit the floorboard. Delilah Kessler gets her second kill of the evening. And it's 10-6 and a quick timeout by Elk Grove after an 8-0 run by Palatine. And they show why they're on this 8-game win streak right now.
Oh, absolutely. It's a really nice play. Really, they got their groove, right? You can see it. And, with the way they hit the ball, it's going to be a challenge for Elk Grove tonight.
Yeah, so on this win streak for Palatine, they have beaten every school but one 2-0. And that school they did not beat was Lake Park. So they beat them 2-1. Everyone else was 2-0. And their last loss was October 4th against Hershey. And they, coincidentally, two of their 4 losses have been against Hershey.
Okay.
So
it'd be good to see Hershey. Obviously a very solid squad as they usually do.
Yeah. And so those technically, I would assume, are not considered conference games because they're on the other side.
Correct. Yep. Yeah.
So this, in a way, is not considered a crossover game for Elk Grove.
Yep.
Or both of these squads. So
yeah, the league crossovers, right?
Yeah. It is 7 o'clock here. Dilac gets it back underway. Bad pass, though, and it's going to be a free ball for Palatine. And they're going to attack from the back row with Chisak, and it will be a kill for Brooklyn Chisak. She gets her second one, and this run by Olivia Jones, the senior for Palatine, continues to roll forward. Elk Grove needs a side out. Continue to go after Dilac. Now they're going to attack from the back row. It tips off the top of the net, handled, though, by Reita. Back row attack from Chisak. Over the back line, and Elk Grove finally gets out of the rotation.
Yeah, that was a long service for Olivia Jones there.
Yeah.
She did a really nice job. They're going to sub her out.
Yep. It means the libero comes back in with Sydney Branch. And back to serve is the senior Reese Wadas for the Grens. We have a quick stoppage. The referees were not on the same page there.
Shoelace timeout.
Yeah.
Sydney Branch had to get that shoe tied.
Wadas, good serve. Johnson able to handle it, though. And then they're going to go to Johnson for the attack. She splits the block, but it's a great dig by Wadas. Kept up in the air. It's going to be a free ball now for Palatine. Attack from Johnson. Hent, and there it goes to the floor. Zoe Johnson makes it 12-7.
I really like the way Palatine sets each other up, with the passes and the confusion. The middle hitter goes for it, but she doesn't get it, so the outside hitter gets it. So it's love watching that kind of volleyball.
Sammy Kendrick, the service. Wadas able to handle Eugene, sends it over to Dilac. Dilac missed the serve, but it's going to fall to the ground.
Little net help.
Yeah. I don't know if she even touched that ball, to be honest with you, but it's a point for the Grenadiers, and they'll take it down 12-8 to service is Aubrey McCorney now for Elk Grove. I think that should be a kill for Eugene there, though.
Yes.
Johnson attacks. It's going to be dug up by McCorney. Wadas
nice dig.
It just sends it over, but it's an errant pass, and it's now a point for Palatine.
That was a really nice dig. That was a hard hit.
Yeah, it was. Wadas just was not ready for it. She thought it probably hit the floor. Instead, it was kept up, and now it's a Zoe Johnson service.
With the jump serve, and she goes
all
long.
over the back line it goes. 13-9 in favor of Palatine. Barnowski checks back in for the Grenadiers. To serve now is Eugene. Heading out was Riley Samlak. It's a good service here, just over the back line. Great job by Zoe Johnson to know where she was on the floor to watch that one fly over. And it's a service.
That was always the toughest thing, right?
Yeah, so bad.
Knowing you want to hit it.
Court awareness is so huge, and it's very underrated as this is a great serve by Branch, but Dilek there, attacked by the Grents. It's going to be dug up, though, by the middle, and now it's a free ball for Elk Grove. Barnowski there. Eugene attacking with Dilek, floats it over.
Touch.
Branch hits it right back to the Grenadiers' side. How are they going to attack? Right to Dilek, splits the blocker. Johnson handles, and it's dumped over, but Elk Grove keeps it up.
Sneak play there.
It's a free ball. They're going to send it to the corner to Johnson. Kept up by Rayton, attacked by Cheestek, and the Palatine Pirates come up with a big point on that rally. Brooklyn Cheestek puts it away.
Yeah, you could see that, Palatine is just pretty smooth, and they execute very well.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't, those free balls, and you're asking for trouble if you get too many of them to them because they are really able to move the ball around.
Yeah, and when you get a free ball on your side with the Grens, you got to be able to put that away. And they got 2 on that possession and weren't able to do so. And here's a block by Cheestek and Barry on the attack from Dilak. 16-9 our score.
Knuckle serve.
Here's a service ace by Sydney Branch. That looked like from here was a miss hit, but nope, it was a service ace. Exactly where she wanted it.
Yeah, they were not expecting that.
Yeah. 17-9. This one comes off the hand a little bit harder. Eugene over to Barnowski. Barnowski finds the floorboard. Gets the Grenadiers back where they need to be.
Great job going cross court there. Right, no one was there. They set up for the block on the right side. She put it across and in.
Even on a pass that was tougher to handle, Barnowski was able to do so. Dilek gets us back underway with the serve.
Like a double hit.
Johnson sends it from the back. Dilek slides over to handle it. Eugene puts it right up in the air. And now it's a free ball for the Pirates. Rada across court to Cheesack. It's kept up. Tip. Diving effort by Eugene. Barry skip sets it. And it's going to be a double hit from Wadas there, I think. It looked like it hit off the midsection, and then she bumped it up with the hand. So it's a point for Palatine. No kill, though, because it was a double hit.
Yeah, I'm surprised it looked like a couple times it might have happened.
Yeah. Elk Grove will use their second timeout here, down 18-10.
You know what? It's a great time to talk about what's going on in Elk Grove. And as we know, fall's coming to an end, the end of fall, end of farmers markets, right? So you got your last chances to hit the Elk Grove Farmers Market. So Saturday, October 25th is your last chance to visit the Elk Grove Summer Farmers Market. Stop by from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Christ Victor Church, right across from Popeyes. Love that chicken on Arlington Heights Road. Shop for seasonal fruits, vegetables, pasta, bakery goods. They usually have some pretty awesome donuts out there. Salsa, coffee, and more. So go to the market's Facebook page for more information.
There you go. Farmers Market. There's been a couple of them so far, right? How many usually per cycle do they do during that?
My gosh. They usually start it in, I believe, the end of May, beginning of June, and they go solid for 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it used to be down in the Elk Grove Township, Plaza area behind the City Hall, and they moved it to Christ Victor this year. And it's just out of the way, but it's in a good spot. Been there a few times.
Yeah. Can never go wrong with a good farmers market.
No.
As Rada gets us back underway, she sends it over the back line. It's a point for the Grenadiers. 18-11 our score. Tan to serve. Last time she was at service, she went on a little run. Elk Grove definitely looking for that here. Libero on her senior night. It's a floater that Chesak. Barry with the attack, and she is so fun to watch.
Yeah, we've been watching. She's got some serious ups, and any ball that's going to come to her is going to come down hard.
And she is only a sophomore. A lot of fun. Like, she's in the air that seems like for 30 seconds every time she jumps. There's a service here from Chesak. Eugene gets it over to Barnowski, but it's a bad pass. So it sets up a Johnson kill, and it's now 3 kills for Johnson, 3 kills for Brooklyn Chesak. As they lead 20-11, Brooklyn Chesak serving for Palatine.
You can see the emotion in their faces with those big hits. Zoe Johnson and her teammates all psyched over that. It's a great feeling when you hit a ball like that.
Floats this one over. Dilak Over to Eugene, able to set Barnowski much better.
Oh, and a
it's
nice
tipped
block.
up, and it is a solo block for Zoe Johnson. She's got to have 3 solo blocks already.
Yeah,
or 3 blocks.
And I love the idea by Barnowski to try to sneak one in there.
Yeah.
Especially with where the pass was. But, man, Johnson's a wall.
21-11. Dilak. Once again, right to Eugene. They're going to go back to Barnowski. She hit this one hard. It's kept up in the air. Back on Palatine's side, though. Barry with the attack. This one tipped up at the end. Great job by the Grens. Now they cross court to Wadas. Wadas finds the floor for her first kill this evening. Reese Wadas on her senior night.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be with Wadas and Barnowski on the the outsides are going to be the keys to the point scoring for Elk Grove.
Service now for Barnowski. It's a good one.
Nice serve.
Bad pass, and it's going to be a free ball for the Grens. Can they take control? Eugene looking for the middle. Kept up, and it's going to be a kill there for McCorney. Just snuck that one through the fingertips of number 14 there, Katie Urin.
And who else was there for
Perry,
Palatine?
of course,
yeah. Zoe Johnson. And Perry.
Barnowski.
Oh, nice
Another
serve.
good serve by Barnowski. Johnson, though, attacks from the outside.
Nice
Blocked.
block by
And
McCorney.
the Grenadiers stay within 7. A great block by McCorney there.
And for the play, her teammates give her a nice shove.
Yeah.
It's a friendly shove.
Barnowski.
Another nice serve.
Yep. Barry at the top.
Oh, and she gets it out.
And it's out of play.
Yeah.
Barry just curved that one a little too much.
I'll tell you, there's just something different about how she gets up in the air.
Yeah, she flies.
And she gets height.
Dilak thought that was in. Said, nope, give that one to your teammate.
Yeah, I don't think the Palatine's coach liked that one very much.
Barnowski, service ace. Branch dunked under it, thinking she was a little bit farther back. Instead, it sneaks in the back line, and it is now a 4-0 run here for the Grenadiers with Barnowski.
A little confusion there, a little frustration. Conversations going on in that back line.
They are fairly far up on that line. This one now goes into the net, but it's a great run for the freshman as she checks out. Checking back in is Riley Samlak for the Grenadiers. 22-16. Now here's the Olivia Jones check in for Palatine. Can Elk Grove get out of it quickly? Dilak over to Wydas, and now Dilak sends it up. Handled, though, by Rada. Jones sends it to Johnson. Johnson's attack dug up by Rada. And dumped over by Eugene. It rolls across the tape. And Elk Grove gets out of the rotation quickly.
A lot of athleticism going on here tonight. I really love it. Both sides. A lot of movement. A lot of diving, throwing their bodies around.
Yeah. Wadas to service. Johnson able to receive. Now they go to the back row attack for Chazek, but it was a bad one. She had to adjust her body in the air, and it went straight into the net. Elk Grove now only down by 4.
On the comeback trail. Yeah, Wadas has got a really nice serve. Nice jump serve,
up,
controlled.
Rada over to Johnson. Johnson splits the seam and receives a point. Her 4th kill here this evening. And it's 23-18 now to serve is Sammy Kendrick.
I get the feeling that Zoe Johnson lives for the kill.
Yeah.
The emotion she shows is pretty awesome. I love it.
It makes the game more fun for everyone, too, when
it
the
really
emotion's out there.
Yeah.
Eugene over to McCorney. It's tipped off the fingertips. But it's going to miscommunication by Palatine. It's going to be a free point there for the Grenadiers to stay in at 23-19. Over to serve is going to be McCorney. She got a little
rally.
Yeah, she got a couple points for them the last time. Bijad checked back in for Elk Grove. Great serve by McCorney. It's an ace. 23-20 by the Grenadiers here. Palatine still leads. But Aubrey McCorney and Elk Grove trying to claw themselves back into this one and extend it. McCorney just over the back line. And it's 24-20 set point here for the Pirates. And Johnson to service.
Like you said, really good court awareness on that one.
Yeah. Jump serve for Johnson. It's a good one. And it's going to be a service ace for the Pirates, and they win set number 1, 25-20. Zoe Johnson definitely led the way for Palatine with 4 kills. On the other side, though, we saw freshman Nadia Barnowski with 3, and she's exciting to watch for Elk Grove.
Yeah, we've been hearing a lot of McGorney, Barnowski, and Wattis. So those are the keys, and they're in there every single point, and it's going to be interesting to see if Elk Grove can. You never know what's going to happen. The JV came back, won the second set.
Yep.
And they took care of business in the third. Maybe the varsity grounds will do it today.
Yeah. They were by no means out of that set. They were in it the entire way. They made a comeback and put it within 5. But a couple service errors, making you make sure that you earn points on your free balls that you get, and it's a completely different set. So we'll see how the coaches on both sides come into this second set.
Yeah, I love the emotion on both sides. Yeah. It's one of the things I love the most about volleyball is that it's constant action, and so when you actually get that point or that block, you get that awesome serve. Everyone is just so excited for each other.
Yep.
Just a ton of emotion. I love seeing it.
Yeah, it's one of the more fun team sports that you see, that everyone is cheering each other on at all times, winning or losing. Especially too when you get to in college when they play best out of 5, you gotta win 3 sets. Game gets dragged on very, very long, and you're extending that pursuit for so long too, with everyone going up for a swing, everyone going up for an attack every time. You just keep pushing forward for one another, and it's a great thing to see.
Yeah, it's fun. And if you haven't gone out and seen a volleyball game live in person, definitely. High school, it's winding down, but there's a lot of colleges in the area.
So good.
There's pro volleyball now with Athletes Unlimited, so it's if you get a chance to go out and see it and support, especially the girls, it's such a great, super uber competitive sport, and it's look at what the girls have done in college, right? Like Nebraska,
so cool.
90,000 people I think last year
for their Stadium.
Yeah. So it's awesome. I love it. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, and there's so many good colleges within the area too with volleyball on both the men's and women's side.
It doesn't matter Division I, Division II, Division III, NAIA, junior college, right? Go out and support those local colleges and those girls playing.
And speaking of that too, men's volleyball is obviously we're doing women's here. We got a couple more seconds. Men's volleyball is such a new sport.
Yeah.
That the talent gap between Division I and Division III is very, very slim. And you get these great Division III players that could probably play anywhere in the country.
Oh, yeah.
And play at Division III.
And these guys are hitting the ball 100 miles
crazy.
an hour.
Yeah, it is so fun. So definitely an up-and-coming sport on the men's side, and just an uber popular sport, like you said, on the women's side, especially with the talent-driven that Nebraska, like you said, Penn State, and the bigger ups that they really drive. Illinois used to be a huge women's volleyball school. They've fallen off a little bit, but still very competitive.
I blame it on NIL.
Yeah. Good and bad for the sport in every level. As it's going to be here, Palatine serve. Ready to start us off for the Pirates, as they won set number 1. It goes out. They've been attacking Angelica Dialak here on these on the serves. It's now a free ball for Palatine. It's going to be a trick play sent over, and Barry's going to get a kill.
Play.
The timing was off. She just flew it into the back corner to try and get Elk Grove out of rotation a little bit, and she succeeded.
Yeah, it's almost like the set was a little bit too far.
Yeah.
But Perry did a nice job making up for it.
So we're in our second set here. Very crucial set. Obviously, you win 2, you win the match. So with these two teams, if it's blocked at the line, Chasak and Barry with the blocks, Elk Grove, 23 out of their 28 matches have been decided in 2 sets. 19 of the 26 matches for Palatine have been decided in 2 sets. So you see that 2 sets is kind of what happens here. You don't really see too many 2-1s. As Wadas across attack. It's going to be now sent to Chasak. She floats it over. And we got a blocker in the middle there. Oh, actually, Chasak went into the middle. So point Elk Grove.
Yeah, and I think it's really important for Elk Grove to not get too far behind. Try to keep it close. Fight them, battle them. Don't let them get that big lead.
Yeah, stay within the number, as that will not help as Tan sends it into the net. 3-1. And we're seeing our
substitution.
first here. Yeah, Lauren Zapata Zanes checks in. She's listed as a right side and outside for this Pirates squad. Chazak to service. Dug up by Wadas. And now they're going to send her an attack, and she puts it to the floor. Reese Wadas.
Wadas has got some ups, too. That
Yeah,
was a really
yeah.
nice hit. Good block by Palatine, but they couldn't keep it in play. So,
Yeah.
great,
here
nice
goes
hit.
Barnowski to service for Elk Grove. 3-2 the score. First set was won by the Pirates. Barnowski, though, went on a good 5-0 run in that first set. This one
I
tips
like
off
the idea there.
off
She
the
was going
net,
for
and
down
it
the
goes
line.
Out of play. Yeah.
Substitution.
Yep, number 14, Katie Gurian checks in. She'll go to serve for the Pirates. On the other side, so did Riley Samlak.
Barnowski is checked out.
Tan. Eugene looking for the middle with
Nice hit.
McCorney, and she splits Johnson and Kessler for the kill. Aubrey McCorney picks up her third kill here this evening, and it's 4-3 our score with Wadas to serve. And it goes into the top tape, and it's a point for Palatine. 3 service errors here for Elk Grove in this second set.
Yeah, they're going to need to get those serves in. Giving away those points is not going to be easy for them.
No.
They just messed up the score there.
Sammy Kendrick serving for the Pirates.
They gave Elk Grove a point on that miss hit.
Tan over to Dilac, and it's going
went
to be
out.
a kill. It just went
Yep.
out from here. It looked like it may have stayed in.
Yeah, I was able to sneak around the corner there and saw it. It definitely hit on the outside. Just very close, though.
So resulting in Angelica Dilac, her first kill this evening, and that's going to be huge for them to get going. It's an errant pass,
Nice.
and Bijad sends it to the floor. The Grenadiers tie it up at 5.
You got to love it when you make a mistake like
Yeah.
that to take full advantage of it.
Corny service. It's a good one. Chazak there, though. Rada over to Johnson. Unable to get something going yet in the second one. Eugene dumps it over.
I like
Be
that.
right back with the Pirates. Back
Sneak
row attack
attack.
from Chazak. Never got it up high enough, and it's a point for Elk Grove.
There we go. We got the lead back.
6-5. McCorney at the service for the Grenadiers.
Senior.
Yeah, bunch of them here
Aubrey
on this Elk
McCorney.
Grove side.
Oh, nice.
And it's going to be a service
Nice
ace
ace.
for Aubrey McCorney.
She put that in the perfect spot. It was like, do I get it? Do I not get it? She went for it, and unfortunately for Palatine, cost them a point.
7-5 for the Grenadiers. And this one goes into the tape. And it's another service error for the Grens on this one. 5 service errors out of the 6 points for Palatine. Johnson with 4 kills now to serve. For the Pirates, she ended the first set with an ace.
Yeah, that's
Starts
a wicked
this one.
serve.
Yeah, it is. Eugene keeps it up. Dilac the attack. Looked for the fingertips, but it popped up in the air by Chazak. Back row attack by Johnson. Hits off the top tape. Diving effort for the Grens. Dilac sends it over, but hit it.
Yeah, that was a lucky break for the Grens. That
Yeah.
spike, that big hit the net.
Yeah.
Gave them some life, but they just couldn't capitalize on it.
7-7 now for Palatine.
It's amazing. She throws the ball up like 8 feet above her head
Yeah.
for that jump.
And every time she's able to time it perfectly, exactly where she needs. Wadas able to receive that one, though. Across court to Dilac, and it never was on the right side of the pin. So it's a point for Palatine. Elk Grove has been unable to get their junior middle Dilac going. It's been a result of it so far. Johnson switches over that side, goes right back to Wadas, though, hit off the top of the ceiling. And now Dilac floats it over. Kept up, though. Cheesack with the attack. Diving effort by Wadas. And
Couldn't get it.
all 3 players for Elk Grove there, Wadas, Dilac, and Tan, all dove for it. But it was a kill in the end for Chazak, her 4th.
Yeah, this is one of those things you don't get to see them play a lot, but when you do, you're looking for the ones who really know what they're doing, and they got some really, really talented players on both sides here.
Yeah. Off the floor again
Oh,
by
tough
Wadas.
break for the
The touch
Grens.
is a little too heavy, and it goes down for a service ace for Zoe Johnson as she continues her stellar night for Palatine.
That hit the ceiling and came straight down. No arc.
Probably faster than it went up, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough break for the Grens.
It's a hard serve to handle. This one, though, great job. Going to get Dilac in attack, and out of play it goes.
Yeah, I think the cool thing to see with Johnson's serve is that, when she hits it, she puts that top spin on the ball.
Yeah.
And it goes over and just kind of dies. It's kind of cool to see.
Johnson, yeah, it's a great call with the top spin. Again, off the ceiling by Wadas. Dilac sends it out of play over the whole lane. And popped the balloon.
Everyone's ducking.
And we got a timeout here for Elk Grove as Zoe Johnson continues to roll for the Pirates. She's on a 7-row. It was 7-5 when she started serving. It's now 12-7. So,
yeah, it's you got to stop her. You got to see if you can maybe force an error on her. But hey, really quickly, I got to talk about Booster Club Trivia Night. So mark your calendars. The Grenadier Athletic Boosters are holding a trivia night on Saturday, November 15th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Elk Grove Village VFW Hall. Doors will open at 6:30 p.m. All proceeds benefit the Elk Grove High School athletic teams. Visit the Elk Grove High School website at d214.org/EGHS for more details. You going to be there?
That would be a lot of fun.
Checking the calendar?
Yeah. What day was that again?
It's the 15th of November. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we could broadcast that.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Put it live. We could be sitting there doing play-by-play on trivia. That could be fun. What do you think, Debbie?
Or we just all get a table for trivia that night.
Well, that might be better.
And then we win it all and then steal all the prizes or something.
That might be better. There might be some good prizes.
At the end of the day, it's a great cause here for the Grenadiers and their athletics.
Absolutely. So. And we would give the prizes back, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. As Johnson starts right off with another fantastic service. Battled up, though, at the net. And it's going to be a free ball for the Grens. Can they get out of the rotation? Eugene to the middle with Bijad.
And a net violation.
Kessler was in the net there. So it's a blocking error for Palatine, and Elk Grove gets out of it.
What was that, 5 straight points for Johnson?
7?
7?
Yeah.
Wow.
And now Eugene goes to serve for the Grens. The lefty service, but there was Kendrick. Attacked by Chasak and finds the floorboard is Brooklyn Chasak.
Snuck one in there.
She's got 5 kills now for the Pirates. Back to serve is Sydney Branch for Palatine. 13-8 our score. Had a quick shoe timeout there from Baranowski of the Grens.
The purple shoes seem to lose their shoelaces.
Attack from the middle from Bijad, and it's a great one as it finds the floorboard. Tipped up in front by the Palatine blockers, but it slipped through for a point. And now serving is Dilag for the Grens. Dilag, it's a good one.
Oh, nice one.
And it's going to be a service ace for Angelica Dilag.
Yeah, I think anytime you get one that's on the line to the outside where, the person trying to return it has to go out to their side, it's most likely going to be an ace. It's a tough ball to handle.
Go right back to her, and this one just snuck out of the outside of the line. It was close, though, from our angle, but it is a service error. Another one for the Grens in this set.
I like the strategy, though.
Yeah, sends Rada to serve for Palatine. 14-10 our score in favor of the Pirates. Ton handles the serve. Looking for a back row attack by Dilac. Dug up the dig. Chasak's attack, and it's going to find the floor. It hit the net first.
Yep.
But it honestly benefited that.
Yeah, absolutely.
6 for Brooklyn Chazak, the senior.
That's tough. You go up for the block. You think you got the block. It hits the net and spins over your hands.
Yeah.
That's a tough break for the Grens.
Her
throwing balls at each other
threw
here.
A rifle at her.
Step to the side.
Rada service. And it's now a free ball for Palatine. What are they going to do with it? Rada over to Chazak.
And the block out of bounds.
It is a kill. Her 7th. Brooklyn Chazak having a second set here for Palatine. 16-10 our score.
Yeah, anytime the ball's up in the air, she seems to be in the area.
Yeah. Her and Johnson.
Yeah.
Johnson's been a little quiet, though, in this one. Well, on the attacking end, she went on a run serving. Continued here for Elk Grove on the Baranowski attack. They cross court to Wadas. Out of play it goes. Unable to get the spin to have it dive down. It's now 17-10 in favor of Palatine. And we got a quick substitution coming in. Is number 9 Medina Eugene exited.
The knuckleball serve.
Yeah, Dilac. And it is 4 hits. And now 19-10.
Elena Rattay with the knuckleball serve.
Yeah.
Got Elk Grove unsure what to do.
It's a great one. It's actually only 18-10 unless they didn't put a score
Oh,
up.
another good serve.
Yeah, this could be a free ball here for the Grens. Rada, cross court to Chasak, dug up by Dilac. But at the net, it goes out, and it will end up.
That was weird.
And another
That almost looked like it went under the net.
Yeah,
but obviously it didn't. Shoot timeout.
Yep, this one by Dilac. 19-10, and we got a timeout by the Grenadiers. With our score at 19-10, Elena Rada is rolling now for Palatine.
Yeah, they are, hopefully they can get the ball back, make it maybe an unforced error.
Yeah.
But, her serve is on right now, so it's going to be tough, and they only got 6 more points to work with.
And they got to roll a little bit themselves.
Yeah, and hey, you know what's coming up in the next couple weeks?
What's
Especially
that?
here in the village, right? 15 days from now.
Yeah.
It's Halloween, right? And just a reminder that trick-or-treating is permitted in Elk Grove on Halloween from 3 p.m. until 8 p.m. As in previous years, the village has created green and red signs for residents to place in the visible area for trick-or-treaters to identify whether your home is participating in the holiday tradition. So be sure to look for the signs in your October Village newsletter. I think also another dead giveaway are all the houses with all the decorations.
Yeah, absolutely.
They might be giving out candy too. So if they don't have the green, that one might be okay too.
Yeah. And hopefully everyone's got the green sign on, and let those kids come and have some candy. As we are back underway, the serve from Rada goes way out, and it's a point for the Grens.
There's maybe the break we needed there.
Yeah, Tan to service.
Got to get her a little run.
Checked back in is Aubrey McCorney.
Senior Mary Tan.
Tan floats it over. There's Brooklyn Chasak. Rada attacks with Chasak. This time the jump, but it worked out. So now a free ball for Palatine. On the other side, her sister Chasak, but it stays up with the Palatine side. Johnson, back row attack, tipped at the net.
There she
is.
It's
a kill for Zoe Johnson.
And who did we say was quiet?
Yep, Zoe Johnson.
On the hitting part.
There she goes, gets her first kill of this set. And now Brooklyn Chasak to service. 20-11 our score.
I was wondering why number 20 and number 5 looked alike.
Yeah.
You definitely see the sisters, the similarities there. Got to be cool to play with your sister.
Yeah, one's a sophomore, one's a senior. Tan able to handle the serve from Brooklyn Chasak. Dilac the attack, but it's dug up by Branch. Back row attack by Chasak. Wadas there. Tan looking for Wadas on the attack. She does across court. Branch there. Cross court to Johnson. Johnson finds the floor, and she is turning on in the right moment here, late in set number 2, 21-11.
Barry with a great set over to the kill zone, and Johnson did the rest there.
Yeah. Medina exits for Elk Grove. Eugene comes right back in. Floater, Tan handles it. Eugene over to Barnowski. Barnowski floats it, and it's a block by Barry.
The stuff block.
Yeah, 22-11 now in favor of Palatine. Well, it is senior day, so let's read off all the seniors here playing, as they have put in 4 hard-working years at their high school. And we will, after this point, from Chasak at service. Dilac over to Eugene. Now Wadas the attack. Mistimed the jump, and it falls to the floor. 23-11. So on Elk Grove, we have Reese Wadas, Riley Samlak, Aubrey McCorney, Olivia Eugene, Victoria Bijad, Kayla Gebla, Katie Wirtz, and Mary Tan as Katie Wirtz gets into the game.
Yeah, it looks like they're putting the seniors in.
Yeah. To end it on the other side really quick, Sydney Branch, Olivia Jones, Brooklyn Chasak, Delilah Kessler, Sammy Kendrick, Katie Gurian.
All senior lineup right now?
Yeah. Lauren Zabata Sains and Zoe Johnson, as there is a service ace by Chasak, and now it's 24-11 match point for Palatine to keep their win streak alive. To send Elk Grove to a 3-game win streak right here on the fingertips of Chasak. She floats it over. Wadas, Eugene, cross court to Wadas. Wadas dug up by Chasak. Cross court to Johnson. Johnson off the tape. And it is a finishing touch
for Johnson.
For Zoe Johnson. 7 kills for Zoe Johnson. 7 kills for Brooklyn Chasak of Palatine. And that is tough to stop when you have 2 players like that. And our final score, 25-11 in set number 2, and Palatine wins 2 sets to none.
Yeah, that was some very exciting, volleyball tonight. Seniors contributing on Elk Grove's side, some really good hits. McCorney, Wattis, freshman Barnowski, great job, but just could not match the firepower from Palatine with Barry and Johnson with the kills there.
Yeah.
So another exciting night, and that brings us to our next live game on Elk Grove TV. These two teams, Elk Grove and Palatine, rematch. They're going to meet again on Tuesday, October 28th, as they compete in match 1 of the IHSA regional playoffs. The winner will advance to match 3 on Thursday, October 30th. Good luck, Elk Grove. And, of course, we'll be back this winter with coverage of both boys and girls varsity basketball and also boys varsity wrestling. Look for them on Comcast Channel 6, Facebook, YouTube, or on the EGTV website at eg-tv.org. There's also a link on the website to the on-demand page so you can watch all games, including this one, at a later date and time.
Yeah.
Back to you, Chris.
Yeah, this is our last broadcast here for the fall. It's been a fun ride all fall with girls volleyball, boys soccer, flag football going deep into the IHSA regional round, and obviously boys varsity football. So a lot more to come in the winter. I'm excited for that. Mark, we'll see you then. I'm very excited
can't
for
wait.
that.
It's been a
Spring
great fall
season. Yeah. So from Ross, Debbie, Scott, Vanessa, and everyone else at Elk Grove Television, he's Mark Malarczyk. I'm Chris Randall, and we will see you soon. Peace.